Every stage in life comes with its own different challenges. My name is Paul Babaniye, and this is day 4 of our 7-day content creation challenge. And I'll be speaking to you about something or a major challenge I faced in life and how it affected me, what I learned from it, and how I move forward. And I know there are many challenges people face in life, and there are many obstacles that come people's way. But for me, one of the greatest challenge I faced is imposter syndrome. I know it's something that a lot of people go through, and this is something that affects the course of people's life, and a lot of people don't know how to break from it and break out of it, right? I remember my first tech talk, was on this breaking or getting out of imposter syndrome, because a lot of people feel like they are not supposed to be where they are, and I felt that way too. So growing up, I grew up in a very remote environment, and I felt I knew it all until I got to a wider space and discovered that a lot of things I didn't know. And even for the little I knew, I felt like I was not good enough. I felt like I was not doing the right thing. I felt like somebody's going to catch me for not being good enough or something like that. And I decided to withdraw most times when I'm supposed to move forward. I decided to just withdraw because I'm scared that I may not do the right thing or at the right time. Now, where did that get me? Nowhere. So how did I see the challenge, and how did I break away from the challenge? I decided to start doing things I know I could do very well. I decided to I made a very strong decision to showcase whatever it is I can do. So I remember back then I could play the guitar, right? Not very well though, not like a pro, but I knew I could play the guitar. So every evening in my lodge, I'll come out, play the guitar, play the guitar, play the guitar. And before you knew, one person would come and stay around, sing. 2 people came to stay around, sing. 3 people, 4 people, before you know, go into a congregation of people, and we would sing. And from there, I discovered that, okay, well, I can do this thing. I'm not a fraud. You bring any song, I sing, I play, I learn, I build. Then coming to tech also, right? A lot of things. I started with graphics design. I designed my first flyer. They were like, oh wow. Someone like, what's this? And all of that. I said, no, I'm not going to give up. I continued doing that and continued doing that. And with time, I even had a brand for myself, Power Graphics, right? And from there, I was able to break out of that challenge of being the fear of not being good enough, the imposter syndrome, feeling like I don't deserve to be where I am. Even when they give me accolades and they're like, wow, they love this flyer, they love this design, I still feel like, these people are whining me, they're deceiving me. But when I started doing what I love to do more, I discovered that I was doing it not because of what people would say, but because of the love I have doing it, right? So this is one thing I'm going to tell you. If you are facing any imposter syndrome, or you're having the same fears and challenges like I did, number one thing is make sure what you're doing is what you love, right? If you don't love what you're doing, it's easier for you to get swayed away by what people say and break out and stop doing it. So when you understand that you are doing this thing because you love doing it, not because you want someone to approve or not, it becomes easier for you to stay focused, become easier for you to stay committed, and for you to break out of the fear. So when you do it for what you love and you're not doing it for what people is going to say, you break out faster. Another challenge again, or another thing that helped me break out of that, is the right association. Association matters a lot, right? If you want to go far, know the kind of people you're going far with, right? If you whenever you want to choose your circle of friends, I always tell people, choose circle of friends that are positive. Well, we all know that's good advice. If you look at my circle, let's take myself for an example. My circle of friends are people who don't know each other, right? They're from different fields, but they have different purpose they serve in my life, right? When I'm down, I know who to turn to. When I have a great idea, I know who to turn to. When I don't have any idea, I know who to meet to ask for idea. When I'm about to execute a plan and I need a push, I know who to talk to, right? And most of my friends, or the circle of my friends, they don't even know each other. They're not in the same place, not from the same background, not from the same race, not from the same career path, different career fields. So because they say variety is the spice of life, and so I like to make it spicy. So who are your friends? Who do you turn to when you feel like, oh, I'm scared, I don't know how to do this? Who do you turn to? That can determine a lot about how you break out of your challenge. So that's just one of my challenges and how I broke out of it. So what did I learn from the challenge? All right. So one thing I learned is that no matter what you do, people will always talk. Positive, negative, you have to just take it. People will always talk. And if you are focused on what people will say, you will miss out on what you would actually give, right? People won't see everything balanced, just the way the eye sees things differently. If you look at the letter 9 and letter 6, depending on where you're standing from, you're going to see two different things. So people are always going to see different things, and people are always going to talk. No matter what you do, it will never be good enough for some people, right? Once you know that, no peace. Just know that no matter what you do, people will always talk. And once you can get that out of the line, you are sure to go. So just know. So one thing I learned is that people will always talk. So since I knew they're going to talk, why not do it all the same if they're still going to complain about it? So I understood that and I moved forward. And another thing I learned is that you have to give yourself room and time to improve, right? You can't sit stuck at the same place and expect growth. Once you know that, okay, this is what I'm doing and this is where I'm going, you have to give yourself time to improve. Rome was not built in a day, they always say, right? You can start a building in a day and finish it in a day. No matter how fast you want to do it, you have to wait for the foundation to dry. You have to wait for the blocks to dry before you continue other things in the building. So give yourself time, give yourself learning, or give yourself to learning rather, and make sure you are moving forward. All right, so thank you. That wraps my video for today. See you in day 5. Bye.